and we have OpKey that I am going to talk about. But none of these frameworks are BDD enabled. I will tell you how to solve this problem. Maybe before that, I gave you a bit of context about OpKey. So what is OpKey? OpKey is a tool agnostic test automation platform. And why we say OpKey tool agnostic, I'll explain in the demo part. So OpKey, it integrates with most popular open source and commercial tools. Open source tools like Selenium, Water, and Robocium and Appium, and commercial tools like QTP, RFT, and we also have integration with Test Complete. It allows a GUI-based codeless methodology to write test automation script. So no coding skill is required. If you want to work with OpKey, that's simple, plain English language. It gives you a seamless way to write test automation script for web, mobile, and web services. And its component-driven architecture provides the seamless way of test case authoring. And OpKey is currently solving all the discussed challenges of GUI automation. But the challenge with OpKey is it was not BDD enabled. So what we did is we started building a BDD editor. Well, actually, we have extended an open source one. So an editor that provides easy authoring and authoring in collaborative manner. It helps your non-technicals to write their script in the easiest way, and the component written by one person are accessible to others so that they can use their component in their feature files. So now when we are done with our feature file authoring, but the main task we have is the backend files, the automation component at backend. So each line, each statement of this feature file has to be mapped with a automation statement at backend. We call it function library. So when we execute this feature file, it will execute all the component function libraries at the backend. So now what I need to do is, when I completed my feature file, just I need to click on generate all button, and it will open an associator. I can associate my statements with existing function libraries, or I can generate a new a list of new libraries. Now traditionally, if you look at Selenium, I mean, what you have to do is you need to write code, and you need to write code in Java at the backend to execute the feature. But it defeats the whole purpose, right? As we are expecting our manual tester and business analyst to do automation based on it. So what OpKey allows you, it allows you to create components which are scriptless. And how do we do it? We already have a GUI-based codeless methodology which provides you the automation in zero coding style. Now, here we could have integrated our BDD editor with any of the framework. It could be the Excel-driven framework, but we had some requirement that we discussed in our previous slides. Separation of GUI from script logic. So we need a framework that is scalable, because all the other things need to be in place to make BDD effective. That is why we used OpKey. And why OpKey? Because OpKey allows me to do it. So how it allows me to do it? It's available in the next slide. It allows me to separate the GUI object from script logic. So for that, we have a specific module called object repository module. Then obviously we need a keyword-driven interface. And if we talk about programming skills, a business analyst and a manual tester cannot write code in Java. So what we need to do is we have integrated each action in the form of keyword. So just you have to select keyword here, and that's it. You have done with your programming. And the last but not the least, the reports, right? The results. Because eventually in ATTD, basically by looking at report, we should be quickly able to figure out what is failed or what is passed. So now if you look at the result that I have presented over here, you would immediately figure out that Firefox is installed, but internet is not working. So this kind of reporting interface is available with Opki. And with that, Opki gives you a host of other features, like integration with ALM and CI tools like Bamboo, Jira, Hudson, and we also have integration with test management tools like QC, Jira, and TestLink. Mobile support, we also have integration with two open source mobile automation tools, Robotium and Appium. And Opki is cloud enabled. We already have 150 plus OS browser combination available with us. So you can write your Gherkin script and execute it on multiple OS browser combination. You don't need to maintain your own test infrastructure. Plus, there are a lot of features like distributed test execution. So if I am to summarize quickly, before jump to the demo part, what we did, we already have a framework, Opki, and we integrate this framework with our BDD editor. And Opki, which provides a separate object repository, a separate data repository. And now this entire solution becomes seamless, and that's our customer like the most about the feature. So without wasting any time, let me jump straight to the demo part. So as you can see, this is the main interface of Opki. Different modules available on the left panel. There is a separate object repository, separate data repository, and the Gherkin feature. So let me start with the limitation of GUI automation. The first two limitations were test before development and the maintenance. Let me go to the object repository part. It's a separate module. What I need to do is I need to create an object repository. So the first challenge is test before development. How can I create my test cases even application is not accessible to me? Let me show you how we can create the test case. What I need to do is I need, suppose I have a specification document of login screen, and this login screen contains username, password, and a login sign up button. So first, what I need to do, I just need to create an HTML page. It's a login page. And click on OK. Then I need to add the three mentioned objects in that page. The first one is username. It's a text box. Add that username. The second object is password. It's again a text field. And my last object is sign in, sorry. It's a button type object. Now I have completed my object creation. Now once the application is accessible to us, what you need to do is just need to mention the properties of each object. And we can also create test cases by using these objects. Now, let me straightly jump to the Gherkin part. There I'll show you how we create our feature files in collaborative manner. So let's take a scenario where I have to validate my login screen. So first I need to write a feature. Validation of login screen. Then my scenario is I need to enter my username and password and click on login button. So the first scenario name is login. So let's talk about given, when, and then. So given, we already discussed that given is a precondition. So my precondition is I am available on the login screen. So let's write given, and that's what I was talking about. These are the statements which are already created by other team members. What I need to do is I just need to select this statement. Then I need to perform some action. So I enter my username and password. That should be when. And then I should be able to log in. And this is already created. So what I need to do is I just need to select that statement. And it is already mapped with the functional libraries at backend. If you look at the when statement, it is not mapped with any functional library. When we mouse over, it will show a statement is not associated. So what I need to do is I need to just click on link up with a functional library. We can also link with a functional library or generate a new one. Click on create a new one and save. So now we are done with the feature file. Now what we need to do, we need to go at backend and code in the backend function files. Let's see. It has generated automation component at backend, a functional library. And this is the interface we were talking about. These are the action in the form of keywords. There are 400 plus action available with Opki. And what user need to do, just need to write the action and it will show all the keyword available for that action. So my first action is to type text because I am already on the login screen. So type text and all the keyword related to type text is available there. So select the type text on edit box. And where I wanted to type the text, I wanted to type the text in the username, email address field. And the third parameter is the value, what I want to type. Let me take my email ID. My second action is again a type on password field. So I selected type text, select the password object and the value. The third action is click. So just right click and all the keywords available related the click action will display here. Select the click and the object you wanted to click, and it does not take any value parameter because it's not an input type object. Click on save. Now we are done with our backend file. So we have created a feature file, associated that feature file with a function library at backend and write the code in a plain English language. So That's what we are talking about, zero code authoring. Our manual tester and business analyst can work seamlessly on this interface. Now, let me go straight to the Gherkin file. We need, we have completed our whole feature written here. We just need to execute that feature. There's a play button available here. Just click on play button. There are some settings we need to provide. A session name, it's a unique name. The build name, as per your build releases. The agent. So currently I only have a single agent. It can be multiple agents available on your network. So you can execute from on different machines which are available on your networks. Select the local agent and the plugins. So let me explain the concept of tool agnostic. So this is the feature file which is written here. It can be executed with any of the tools. So it can be executed with Selenium or UFT or different web automation tools. Suppose currently you are working with Selenium WebDriver, but your management want you to migrate to UFT. You have to, so then you don't have to worry about anything. You just need to add a UFT plugin for OpKey and execute the same flow with OpKey. So you don't need to do any maintenance for migration. That's what we call it tool agnostic. These are some settings available on the execution wizard. If you want to take a snapshot of only failed step or all step, the quality of a snapshot, the time out of each step, and this is an interesting feature. It's a mail. It sends a mail after execution is completed. So these are the kind of mail available with OpKey. It will send a mail on your email ID, which are mentioned in SMTP setting. This is the button. So currently I have set up my email ID for the mail purpose. So you can mention as many mail IDs as you want. So just click on finish. So it will execute the flow on your local machine. Now after local execution, I will also show you the cloud execution. So you can execute your flow in parallel on 100+ OS browser combination on OpKey Cloud. Let me execute first it, in local machine. So it's processing the entries. So now it will launch Mozilla Firefox, as I have mentioned Mozilla Firefox in my global variable, and enter the URL in Mozilla Firefox, and then it will go with all the steps we have prepared. So it's launching Mozilla Firefox 31 version. So it has opened the URL I have mentioned. So my precondition was I was on login screen, right? So it's available in given part. Then I'll type my user ID, password, and click on sign in button, and then verify my account screen. So this is the verification is in then part. There's a notification available for each keyword, and it's completed. I'll show you the result part. Now, if you have executed your flow on multiple machines in your local network, the complete result will be pushed to the main database, and you can view the same result from the machine you have executed flow. So you don't need to go to all machine and view your results. It's a centralized database. So this is the result. As you can see, given I am on the login screen, so I open the browser and click on my account. Now I am on the login screen. Then I type my user ID and password and click on sign in button. This is the when part, and then I have validated my account screen. You can also view the screenshots of all the steps. So with each step there is a screenshot. So you can validate your result as well. You can also export results in the form of PDF and HTML format. And the same result will be sent on your email ID if you have set up your SMTP settings. Now let me execute the same flow on cloud. For executing on cloud, I need to create a suite. So I have created a suite file. Just drag and drop this sample feature file in your test suite. And this is the button we were talking about of the cloud. So it will open the interface where we need to log in. And this is the login ID. This is the same login ID of opkey.casterglobal.com. And we also provide 100 free minutes of Opkey Cloud when you register on opkey.casterglobal.com. So I already have a login ID. Just click on sign in button. And this is the same session name and build name. This is the interface we were talking about. There are the multiple OS available, and with each OS there are multiple browsers available. So you can execute your flow if you have a multi-browser testing application. You want to test on multiple OS browser combination. You just need to select the browser and OS and click on finish button. So I have taken 5 browsers, and these are my credit limits. Just click on finish button. So it will generate new machine on Opkey Cloud. So firstly it will upload all the data which we have created in our test script on cloud, and then it will execute the flow, and after that you will get the result on your local machine. And in testing part is you can also view the result on your Opkey Cloud portal on opkey.casterglobal.com. So this is creating a machine. It will create a new machine on cloud. And then we can also view the live screencast of the execution. I'll show you how it works. So now it will create a new machine on with Linux and Firefox combination, and upload the whole test case and execute the result. And you can also view all the screen cast at the same time. So once the machine is created, this open screencast button will be enabled. You can also view the log which will fetch from the cloud for debugging purpose. And there is a meta information available for each execution. Let me talk about it. It's a session ID, the test suite name, the default timeout, and what type of snapshot quality you have set up in execution wizard, the time of execution, the name of agent, and the name of plugin, the browser. These are some basic information which we require while viewing our result. So now it's enabled, and this execution is done, I think, and we'll download the result. And this is the screencast we talked about. It will execute the flow. It is started Linux with Chrome, Google Chrome 35, and it is a live screencast. So you can also view the live screencast. And if you wanted to download the result from cloud, it will also download from the cloud. So first time it takes time. Otherwise, once you have executed your flow, it will execute the flow in very frequently. So it has opened Crestech Crest Shop, a demo website we use for Opki. Then it will execute the same feature file on all the browser OS combination. As you can see, it is typing email ID and password on a Linux Google Chrome 35 and validate my account information. Let me also show the result which is downloaded from the cloud machine. It's a Windows 8 Google Chrome 34 result. Same screenshots are available. As you can see for type text, and the last one is my account information. Now we also have some features I would like to show, but I think I'm running out of time. Let me open the session for Q&A. Now you can ask your questions in the question window. I'll answer your question, and if I'm not able to answer your question, I'll mail you all the questions, the answer of your question on your email ID.
Thank you, Lavanya, for the insightful presentation. As you mentioned, let's quickly take up the questions now. Please read out the questions and their answers so that all our users may listen to your insights.
Okay.